Matchmaker fucking Monday, baby. Let's go. You know the first fight we're going to talk about. And if you don't know, 3 fights, 3 discussions, 3 matchups. Listen, there's no point delaying it. We know who the first person that we're going to talk about is today. Max Holloway got a lovely win over DP Dustin Poirier, sending them off into the sunset on Saturday night. And for this Matchmaker Monday, I'm picking Charles Oliveira as the matchup for Max Holloway. I don't think that's an outrageous shout, if I'm being honest with you. Unfinished business. Unfinished business is the first thing I think of when I think about this matchup. They fought many years ago. Obviously, this is like before Prime Charles, but then again, Prime Charles is kind of over. Now, Holloway in 155, bro, I feel like beats most of these guys, if not all of them, bar Ilya. I'm sorry. I think we could actually be looking at the best lightweight on the planet if Ilya's not in the equation. Ilya's probably going to fight Arman Tsarukyan. I really don't know with that kind of a fight, okay? The thing is, Gaethje said it's either him versus Ilya or it's Arman. He said that. He came out and said that, like, it's going to be me or him. Paddy Pimblett kind of got shook to the side, so I assume Pimblett's going to fight the odd man out there. I don't necessarily want to see a Pimblett versus, Holloway. I think Holloway would, he'd fucking kill him. He would kill him. This isn't 40-year-old Michael Chandler. Conor McGregor, you've got to fight someone. Fucking dork. Chandler is actually... Can I go on a bit of a Chandler rant here? Chandler is actually one of the biggest fucking dorks we have ever seen in the sports history. Am I the only one that thinks that? Dude is such a dweeb. Fucking hell, he's such a fucking dweeb, but... Pimblett's kind of got, like, not shook to the side, but, like, Pimblett's kind of... It seems like the UFC are kind of not leaning towards Paddy Pimblett. It's considering he just beat Michael Chandler. And by just beat Michael Chandler, I don't mean he only beat him a few weeks ago. That's the only win he has. He's only beaten just Michael Chandler. It's just Michael Chandler on his resume. Bobby Green is not a notable win to get a title shot. I know Makhachev got one off him. But still, we all know why Makhachev got the title shot, okay? We all know. And it was the right move to make because he fucking breezed Oliveira. I think Holloway has so many options at lightweight. It will be Charles Oliveira. I would be quite surprised if it's not, considering the history that's there. And this is a fucking golden route to the title shot for Holloway. Like, if you look at his lightweight resume, Gaethje, Poirier, Oliveira, back to back at lightweight, he deserves a title shot. He deserves to be fighting for the 155 strap if he beats Charles Oliveira. 100%. 100%. Gaethje, Poirier, and then Oliveira. You could make a bit of an argument he deserves to fight for it now. I think it's the fact that Ilya has the belt and Max just got knocked out. It hurts every time, bro. It hurts every time. I think the fact that he lost to Ilya, we'll say. We're not going to say knocked out. The fact that he lost to Ilya really is deplaying his kind of stance in the division right now. I feel like, honestly, the best bet for the UFC is to just, like, not hold out, but, like, let Holloway fight Oliveira, see what Ilya does. If there's no real other matchups and Holloway just looks unbelievable, why not book it? Why not book it maybe summer next year, for the White House card? That'd be fucking sweet. I'm gonna build the White House card tomorrow, because Dana White punked John Jones. I'll make a video on that, and I'm going to make a video breaking down the fight night card. And we got Whitaker versus the Ritter, so a full card breakdown is on the horizon. I love this shit. I love this shit more than anything. It fucking sucks, because the UFC is actually, like, my friend voice noted me, he's like, man, like, it was good to see Poirier get sent off, but that sport is fucking dying. I don't agree. I don't know. It's so hard, man. Like, we're losing these pillars in the sport. Jones is gone. Fuck him, but... Poirier's gone now. Everyone loved Dustin Poirier. Everyone loved the way he fought, and he's such a hard fighter to replace. That's the problem. You cannot replace a Dustin Poirier. And who do we really have instead? Pimblett? Arman Tsarukyan's kind of taking his spot. Arman Tsarukyan, I really like Arman. I think that's a great kind of swap. But there's a lot of casuals that have no idea. Just have no idea. I like Arman because he does it for the love of the game. He doesn't have to fight like he's a billionaire. So that I kind of respect him for that. And I think he's a great fighter. Back to the Oliveira versus Holloway. I'd be picking, Max Holloway to beat Charles Oliveira quite handily. Oliveira's going to walk forward. He's going to get hit. And Holloway's going to land bad on him. He's going to land some vicious combinations. He's going to do well with the body kicks. I don't think Charles has wrestling to get, you know, Max Holloway down at this stage of his career. As much as, you know, Charles has looked better in his last few performances, actually just the kind of Michael Chandler performance, you know, with the actual, you know, holding people down and wrestling, I think that's kind of the only thing I can look at and say, oh, he looks better. But you got fucking flatlined by Ilya bad, bro. Bad. And he didn't look good in the grappling and that, and he sure as fuck didn't look good on the feet. Holloway's going to be way more at range, which might suit Oliveira to land like a, you know, like a scissor kick or something like that. Like, he's quite good at landing something like that. But Holloway all day. Holloway's going to win that fight. As long as he stays away from the fucking ground, okay, and don't go, you know, trying to fucking just get him in some sort of a fucking choke, or, you know, if he knocks him down, follow him down. Don't do that. Just stay standing. If Holloway stays standing, I have absolutely no problem with him in this fight. Like, no problem with him winning this fight at all, okay? The lightweight division is quite stacked, but I want to see Ilya booked soon. I want to see an Ilya Topuria fight announcement rumor, like, in the next few weeks. You took no fucking damage. Get the fuck in there. We need you. The sport, like, some people think the sport is dead. We need you, bro. We fucking need you, okay? I get views when Ilya fights, because there's hype, okay? God forbid I want views, and I want hype surrounding these fights, bro. That's what we're all watching for. But the Oliveira matchup, I think, is fine for Holloway. Like, I would not be worried about Holloway in that fight. As long as he doesn't do any stupid shit, like if he knocks Charles down and then tries to go to the ground with him. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Charles is in his guard and Holloway tries to get in his guard that way. I would have no issue then. I would have fucking no issue then. Because I feel like Max is just way better. And I feel like Max at lightweight, I think he beats... You know, Arman Sarukian's a fucking banging matchup. I bang on about Arman, but, like, I think Sarukian is his toughest fight apart from Ilya. Absolutely. I think he already smoked Gaethje. You know, he just beat Dustin Poirier. You could argue every round to Max. That's how much dominant that was. You know, I probably, you know, 50-45 is not bad. I'm not mad at you picking Holloway 50-45. I'm not mad at that at all. So you school Justin Gaethje and you 50-45 Dustin Poirier, knocking him down in the first round, knocking him down in the second, have him clinching in that whole last 10 seconds thing. That moment right there is when Poirier retired. You know what I mean? That was it. I saw that and thought that. I was like, he's gone now. He's not coming back after seeing that. But yeah, I feel like it's been a great ride watching Poirier, but I feel like it's sitting here today, it's way better that Max Holloway won. And I said this the whole build up. When this fight was announced, I made a video saying I don't like Poirier versus Holloway for that one reason. There's no point both of them retiring that night. There's no point. Okay? And that was my big fear. But the best case scenario happened. Holloway looked unreal. 50-45, in my opinion. 49-46, we'll go with the judges. And Poirier didn't get knocked out. Couldn't have asked for a better. Because now I'm sitting here, I'm like, yeah, Holloway takes him. Fucking smoke stand Hooker so bad. So bad. He beats the fucking shit out of Paddy Pimblett. Arman Sarukian's the one where I'm like, okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. We'll see about that fight, okay? But yeah, I love that fight. I want to see Holloway versus Oliveira next. If not, give me an Arman Sarukian. Obviously, I'm not gonna do Gaethje. They fought a year ago, but yeah. Kevin Holland versus Colby Covington. I've said it, and I mean it. Kevin Holland, just the biggest bag fumbler I've ever seen, man. That was... Fuck me. He was a minus 250 favorite, I think, in the last round, like last 2 minutes, which was quite mad. Oh, bro. I don't know. Kevin Holland is so inconsistent. Colby Covington, like, he could just go in there and fucking smash Colby Covington. That's a White House card fight. How that fight goes, I actually don't know. Like, I actually might lean towards Kevin Holland in that fight, but he just lost the D-Rod. He just fucking lost the D-Rod. How do you lose to Daniel Rodriguez, man? You fucking beat Gunnar Nelson on the ground. How do you lose to Daniel Rodriguez, man? Covington is at that stage of his career where he's done. You know, Joaquin Buckley finished that guy off. So it's kind of just about having, like, fun fights for Colby at this point. I think Kevin Holland's a fun fight. I think it's a fan-friendly fight, and I think that's a good stylistic matchup for both of them. Colby's going to go in there and wrestle heavy, which is Kevin's weakness, but Kevin's got really long limbs, so he might be able to wrap Colby up in something. Striking-wise, I think Kevin's range might give Colby some difficulties. I think it would give Colby difficulties. Colby's much more of an in-your-face kind of fighter. Jab, 60%, 60%. Oh, I throw a 70, back to my 60. Never throw in 100% on the shots. He might throw an overhand of like 80% power, but he's always been like a 60 to 50, 60% kind of fighter, and that's not going to change for Kevin Holland, especially when that could work. The 60% style of Colby in your face is quite good for Kevin Holland, who's just going to kind of like swing heavy and stuff like that. It's one of those fights where there's genuine beef there as well, so I'm kind of hyped for it and I'm here for it. But I just can't believe Kevin Holland lost, man. I can't believe it. It was actually a very entertaining fight. The whole card itself was great. I really enjoyed the whole card. But fuck me, man. You fucking bottle job. How do you always seem to just fucking bottle it? Every single time you step up, you just fucking bottle it. MVP schooled your ass as well. Just have to remember that. I picked you to be fucking MVP, man. I'm never picking Kevin Holland to fight again, honestly. After that performance, man. Looks so good at times. Looks so good against Gunnar Nelson. And then Gunnar Nelson, man, what the fuck? Bro, why do you just fight on the O2 cards? Do you have a thing in your contract of fighting once a year? Do you work in an office, yeah, and you clock out for the weekend and go fight in London that one time a year? That's like your side quest for the weekend. Honestly, it has to be. Because the brother just does not fight anywhere else apart from London, okay? And it's just one of those kind of fighters where I could not give a single fuck if he's on the card. Honestly, I'm just like, you're taking up a space on the card at that point. Any other card from bar London card, so you can stay in London, it's no problem. But Holland, man, get your shit together. Get your striking in order. Get your fucking... Just get because you've such good jiu-jitsu. You've really good jiu-jitsu, and you have decent enough hands. Wrestling needs to improve, especially if you're going to fight a Colby Covington. I want to pick you in that fight. I fucking badly want to pick you. But losing to D-Rod, man. D-Rod, and he's a stud, D-Rod. I like D-Rod. He's a fucking stud. But it should be a win for you, man. It should be an absolute win for you. Yeah. Next up, Paulo Costa versus Brendan Allen. My God. What the fuck was Paulo Costa smoking at the weekend? I actually think Costa was on that secret juice, bro. He looked so sharp. He looked so fucking good. Honestly, I'm trying to think that's the best Paulo Costa we've ever seen. I genuinely think it could be. Like, Luke Rockhold, Paulo Costa was kind of just like, Luke was kind of just done. It was kind of a sloppy fight. Kopylov had no answer for him. Absolutely no answer on the feet, and I thought Kopylov was going to win that fight. I kind of raged at him, Costa, because I was like, I actually think Costa could win that. I genuinely thought that in the back of my head, but I was like, oh fuck, you cannot bet on that guy. Like, do you know what I mean? But the kicks were absolutely exquisite. He just looked so sharp. And Brendan Allen went to fucking war with Marvin Vettori. Brendan Allen went to fucking war. Okay, what a fucking scrap. And I've been asking for that fight for like a year. Okay, I've been asking for it for like a fucking year. That's why. These two, they don't like each other, bro. As regards Brendan Allen versus Vettori, stylistically, Costa definitely has the advantage on the feet, especially with those kicks. I would be picking Costa to beat him, especially after a performance like that. He's such a fucking unit for the division as well. Like, it's fucking insane. Allen just... Bro, I've said it time and time again. Brendan Allen's gas tank does not hold up. Will not hold up and has not held up, I should say. Costa's going to go in there. Costa's going to sharp at range, sharp that body, kick the fucking shit out of his fucking legs. He's going to go in there and do work to the body early. And I think you'll see Brendan Allen's gas tank get zapped in the first. Maybe shoot a few takedowns in the first. Costa's got good takedown defense. In the second fight, you might see him sloppily shooting for takedowns. And when you see that, and he might lift his head, mouth wide open, breathing like a fucking fish out of water. That's when you know Paulo Costa's won that fight. I'm not saying Brendan Allen has one round to win the fight. I'm not saying that at all. But, like, Allen's good hands. Do you know what I mean? It's not like Allen's completely tragic on the feet. Like, he's fucking shit on the feet. Like, it's not that case at all. Like, he's got good hands, and I backed Brendan Allen. Like, I've backed him for years now. I've always said he's been decent, but his jiu-jitsu and grappling is a strong point, and I just don't really see you having much success against a Paulo Costa. You didn't have an awful lot of success against an Imavov apart from the first round where he kind of just twirled on top of you. Apart from that, you didn't have any success in the second. You didn't have any success in the third. How you gassed out laying on top of Imavov in the first round, I will never know. Okay, you gassed the fuck out by the second. And I've grappled a lot before, and in that position, it's not necessarily tiring. Okay, obviously it's not gonna, fill you with energy. Like, it is tiring to an extent, but not Brendan Allen gassing in the second round level of tired. Okay, now obviously he did a massive weight cut and shit. I'm not saying anything about that, but all I'm saying is I've said Brendan Allen's gas tank has not been good for years. For Costa, I just think you need to be consistent at range. I feel like you need to really show him a new look on the feet. Like a Sean Strickland does well with the jab and the teep kick. That's like Costa is a perfect style for Strickland. Just go in and do his work. Do you know what I mean? But I think Brendan Allen's a fucking terrible matchup to fight Paulo Costa. I genuinely think it's awful. I think Allen could do well against like an Adesanya. I think that would be a decent fight. Barajo could potentially be a nice matchup for him. Vittori was a good matchup, but they just were like, fuck this style shit, man, and we're going to fucking war. We're going to fucking war here. And how can you not respect that? Both of them are just fucking studs. For Vittori, maybe Kopylov, brother needs to heal up. He's never gonna win a title, which is good because we need the sanity of the sport, man. But middleweight's in a good spot. I think the sport's better with Brendan Allen in the mix compared to Marvin Vittori. We've seen Vittori in the mix for years now. Let Allen in now, get some shine, okay? The Imavovs, the Barajos, the Hamzats, the Drickus, they're running the show now. Adesanya, Whittaker, Costa, even though Costa's doing the best out of a lot of them at the moment, which is insane. I know Whittaker beat Costa like, what was it, a year and a half ago or something like that, but I feel like stylistically, I think Costa will have his way with Allen. I feel like he's going to be able to use his range way too well for Allen, and I feel like he's just going to, have his way. It wouldn't be an exciting fight. I wouldn't necessarily say I'd be like mad pumped. I would be excited to see it now. I won't lie. Like, I would be hyped to see that fight, but as regards like a war like we saw with the Vittori fight, you're not going to see that. You can see, Costa kind of pick at range, maybe some cage control time. Allen's not holding Paulo Costa down. He's not even getting him down, first of all. So that's why I think he really lacks. And Allen can do well at range. He's got nice hands. He's very quick with his shots. So I do think Brendan Allen's good. I'm a big Brendan Allen fan. He's probably, now that kind of Adesanya and Whittaker, I know Whittaker's still in the mix, but we'll take them two out. Out of the top middleweights, he's probably my favorite. I was having this debate with a few of my friends in work about Drickus in the GOAT conversation. Like, even just saying it doesn't seem right. And I know resume-wise he's up there, but we say the same thing about Merab. I'm sorry, but no GOAT would beat Derek Brunson the way he did. I'm sorry, bro. I have to look at, stylistically. It just works, but that doesn't mean you're... It does, bro. I just hope Hamzat wins for dignity of the sport. The thing is, Drickus is playing a massive. This is the last thing I'm going to say in this video. Drickus is playing a massive game. He's either going to be the greatest middleweight of all time, or Hamzat's going to go in there, smash him in the first round. People are going to say that's what happened when you fought someone skilled and in their prime, and you were overrated as fuck anyway. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching another Matchmaker Monday.